It's Monday, June 27, 2016, and here are your headlines. Ministry of Trade and Industry held workshop on industrial development. State Insurance Company SFF held seminar on chronic diseases. Suriname can produce biodiesel. There's no crisis in the rice sector, says the Minister of Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries. Farmers Association held meeting with its members. I'm Susan Maynard and your local news begins now. We need some industrial development, and within the next 5 years, there should be a change in the policies of the Ministry of Trade and Industry, HI. Furthermore, there should be a better balance between, on the one hand, trade and on the other hand, industry. All these things, Reina Rafales, Acting Director, Industry and Commerce, mentioned. To achieve this, the leadership of the ministry held a workshop with stakeholders on June 20th until June 22nd. This activity was the first step to achieve an industrialization policy. Policymakers, directors of education, and leaders in the business community worked with experts to identify the key sectors of Suriname. Stakeholders were brainstorming, discussing, and expressing their views during the workshop that the ministry held together with the UNIDO, UNDP, and NIMOS. The theorem, the results of prevention actions are generally only visible on the long term, is under any circumstances not true. Speaker of Parliament and physician Dr. Jennifer Simons is challenging the entire healthcare to prove otherwise. Scientific research has proved that not transferable illnesses such as high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, and stroke are caused by the bad eating habits of society. To preventively address this chronic disease, the Foundation State Health Insurance Fund, SZF, held a seminar with the team Integrated Care for Chronic Disease, a Necessity in Suriname, where the Speaker of Parliament was invited in her capacity as a doctor. It's very easy for the doctor to substantially change the eating habit of a diabetes patient to see results within 6 weeks. With the solution approach and models, a mind shift should come within the overall healthcare with the involvement of financiers. The trajectory of prevention will then be carried out differently. Suriname can produce biodiesel. That's according to a study done by the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, IICA, together with the Ministries of Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries, and Natural Resources, also the United Nations Development Program, UNDP. Experts found that in the bauxite mines of Mungo, there are already 7 hectares of grasses, which can be used for the production of biodiesel. Before the study results could be presented, the delegations of IICA, UNDP, and LFV, with representatives of the Anton de Kom University of Suriname, the Cabinet of the President, and the Ministry of Natural Resources, took to the field to see the grasses. Different grasses have been used, such as the so-called elephant grass, a well-known species of grass of which there are 2 varieties, and the pampas grass. Only the 2 varieties of the elephant grass can be used for the production of biodiesel. Because of the soil conditions, the grasses not only contain biofuel, but heavy metal as well, says Abimbola Abiola, coordinator of the biodiesel project. In addition to other types of metal that have been found, the grasses are also fit to use as food for animals. In the fields near the grasses, various birds are also spotted. For both the UNDP and the ministry, the further execution of the project can lead to sustainable conservation. Before Suralco left the area, it granted permission to carry out the project. So part of the bauxite mines in the district Mungo can be put in use again. The various agencies involved in this project are tasked with the further monitoring. The Surinamese rice is absolutely not in danger, says the Minister of Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries, Suresh Algu. It's not true that the sown paddy fields have decreased. So the complaints of the rice farmers are unfounded, says Algu. Algu is convinced that there is sufficiently produced in the rice district. He regularly receives reports about it and can substantiate it with figures. According to the minister, there is an increase in the export of rice, so there is no crisis in the rice sector. The STVS visits the rice fields in Nikeri, and today it will present the reactions from the rice farmers where they express their grief. The Farmers Association of Suriname, FEHAB, discussed during a meeting yesterday the problems of the sector. For years, members contend with the same issues that are still not solved. Issues such as genetic improvement for small ruminants like sheep and goats, ambiguities at the Central Dairy Company and the Grass Project. The chairman of the FHB, Mukesh Ramlagan, discussed the problems and possible solutions with the members. The farmers ask why the price of beef still remains the same, and they say that they should work on unity under the farmers as well as for the protection of farmers against pesticides. One farmer indicates that there should be better grass for the cattle, while another reports that help from a veterinarian for his goats comes too late. A meeting with the Minister of Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries, Suresh Algu, will follow. If he has no solution for the problems of the farmers, they will take other measures. The Farmers Union has existed for 38 years. This concludes our local news for today. Thank you for joining us. Good day.